สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning. Welcome to Morning Thailand of Monday, October 21st, 2013. I am Tulip Naksampong.
And I'm Wanasan Kurahong.
And we have a lot of news to cover, everything that happened on the weekend that you need to know.
Exactly. Now, of course, we're going to date back since the Friday because obviously we started early. That means that we would miss all the news that happened on Friday. Now, start with the first thing first, though. There has been, you probably know by now, the end of Buddhist Lent. It's quite big here in Thailand. We still, the majority are Buddhist. So that means that a lot of our activities, religious activities, would involve Buddhism and such. Now, of course, the end of Buddhist Lent, it took place. First of all, there's a lot of activity, especially in terms of giving out an alms. And there's a lot of monks would be participating in this. In particular, there has been a talk of what we call takbat tewo. Now, takbat is giving alms, pretty much. And takbat tewo took place on the day that we believe as Buddhists that the Buddha came down from heaven back to earth after he visiting his mother in heaven. And they say that several of the angels came down with him to send him off. So it was a day that we believed all three, meaning the earth, heaven and hell are actually interconnected.
Okay.
And it took place on the 20th, so on yesterday. And they say that for this particular date, several of the Buddhists would join hands giving an alms as well as doing various Buddhism activities. Now they say that in Ratchapurana Temple of Phitsanulok province, there has also quite a big the activity as well, and in the Narathiwat Temple in Leh province. Now, in Masot district of Tak province is quite big. The foreigners, including Chinese, Burmese, Karen tribals, and some of the Western foreigners, tourists as well, actually get a chance to join various activities that took place in Masot district. They say that road was closed down for 5 kilometers long to allow 484 monks from various provinces to participate in these particular activities, as well as various people in Tak province, Masot district. Just in particular, they say that 300 factories actually closed down to allow all the staff to participate in this auspicious event. So it's quite big. If you were in the area, you've probably seen quite a big celebration in the province itself, in various provinces, mind you. So that's just explained to you what is going on in terms of the importance of the date.
Okay. The next news is actually involve Thai travelers. We report that just starting in the middle of this year that Japan will let Thai tourists get in the country without having to apply for the
pretty
visa.
Happy about that.
Yes, and a lot of people are pretty happy about that. We see increasing number of Thai tourists visiting Japan, and you get you can get in the country without asking for the visa for 15 days of stay. But what happened into the what effect happened to that is reportedly that Thai people have been staying in Japan illegally increasingly since they start exempt visa for Thai tourists. So over the weekend, actually, the Immigration Bureau Chief Panu Kertlapon actually said that he got new firmer approach from the Japan's immigration police that they will be stricter on the paperwork for the Thai travelers getting into Japan, being what they will ask more is of course they will still exempt the visa, but what they would like to see more is the return tickets or the tickets to make sure that you will leave Japan, and also the information on the accommodation. He said that the increasing number they said is actually, for me personally, 50 Thai citizens increasingly monthly doesn't sound so much, but you have to think that it's actually at least 200 illegal Thai immigrants that have been detected, and they said most of them are females that believed to be working at the massage parlors, so getting into some kind of occupation that actually illegal.
Right.
And but on Thai side, this also a relation to the problem of the illegal Thai brokers that lure Thai women to work in Japan. So I guess they have Thai official and Japan official have to work in relation on that. But Thai official said it's a bit difficult to try to arrest these Thai immigrants, illegal immigrants, because they tend to change where they stay so frequent, of course, because they just try to stay away from the Japanese authority. Japanese authorities said that the foreigner that found guilty of illegal immigration will be fined for, which will be about 940,000 baht Thai, and if they found guilty to be working without permit on top of that, they will be fined another 2 million yen. So in total, it could be 1.5 million baht. That is a lot of money. And if the person cannot pay for it, they will be in jail and they will be forced to work without pay, because of course all those wages will go to authority as the fine. So a lot of people just afraid that this will make the Japanese government exempt the visa for Thai tourists. No, the Japanese government said that this visa waiver is actually to promote the relationship between Thailand and Japan. So this is what the Japanese embassy said on its website. So yes, the visa waiver stays, but there will be stricter procedures for getting in their country. But if it's only 15 days, because they've seen increasing number of Thai tourists, you know, and we see a lot of promotion and deals from all these airlines from Bangkok to other cities in Japan. So,
well, because without having to do a visa, that means you're going to save quite a bit of money. Instead of paying for the fee, you can use that to shop.
Yes, and you just have to be a little more tighter on the paperwork, on the accommodation and the return tickets, and you'll be fine. 15 days, I think it's good enough length.
All right. Now moving on to another sad incident that took place. This one took place on the 19th on Saturday. Once again, a report about the explosion down south. Southern violence still ongoing, and they say that at about 11:10 in the morning of the 19th, there has been a report of a bomb that has been planted and exploded, as well as ambushed to the patrol. 6 of patrolling rangers in particular were injured from this particular incident in Rangat district of Narathiwat province, and they say that they were patrolling the area. However, yesterday there has been a report that out of the 6, 2 of them unfortunately succumbed to the wound and passed away at the hospital yesterday. The person that passed away is the rangers Suradet Kamgate, as well as another ranger Asaman Jo Ame. Now, unfortunately, these 2 did not make it. However, shortly after, just about an hour after that particular explosion, they say that the staff sent in the explosive ordnance disposal team to actually scout the area and trying to recover the explosion itself. However, at the time, the media crew were actually at the scene as well, and they say that the explosion went off again just 100 meters away from the actual site of the first incident, and they say that this caused quite a bit of a craters in the scene itself, and the media crew that were in the scene at the time trying to get the information and such were actually being injured as well. So at this point, the police has been have to be a little bit more careful in terms of trying to get there. But the people, the media journalists, including the reporter from Channel 7, as well as AFP photographer and journalist as well. So it seems like not only the officials themselves have to be very careful in terms of trying to get to the actual scene of the explosion or any type of attack. At this point, all the journalists will have to be careful as well, because almost no guarantee whether or not that was an incident to instigate another incident or not. So that was one of the kind of sad news that took place over the weekend. Right.
Okay, with that news, we're going to take a short break and we will come back and talk to you about if you're around Ramapur area, you see that big fire in Klong Tơi communities.
And of course, there has been a shocking news of the ex-shooter. Remember, we reported about his case before.
Olympic shooter.
Yeah, about domestic violence. He went into court and such. Apparently, he was gunned down and shot dead over the weekend. So please stay tuned.